Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather. Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the Inner Harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And some room to work. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Ravens 0. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
I'm coming. Check.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got Snead. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
It's complete to Snead. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Escaping, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Third and long, it's Darnold. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 21.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold caught here by Bell. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
52's the mic right here, over there. 52's the mic.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Over. Heads, yeah. 52. 52. Watch 52. 52.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Mike 52. Mike 52. Here we go. Hey.
Jackson on first down. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
To throw again on second down. Jackson being chased out left. And incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Check pass. Check pass. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Go. Swing. Hurry. Let go.
To throw on third down. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Jets 21, Ravens 3. Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On first down, Darnold. A screen to Bell. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 29-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine. 57. Mike, 57.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Shedding through the defense. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Jets 28, Ravens 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. They're running. Ingram. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Oh,
this is
I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Ingram again, a first down carry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Jackson now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
In the face. Go. Motion, 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 motion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Snead's got it. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the foot.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, 30, 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. To throw is RG3. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 62 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, New York.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well. And
it's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 58 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
put it mildly, because
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. And that's complete to Sanders. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Emmanuel Sanders. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Griffin. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Griffin's pass intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to park.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On third down, it's Bell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be fourth down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Willis able to record his 5th sack of the season. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Griffin looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A first down throw, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Darnold from the gun. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Watch the screen. 36, 30. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd and inches, Darnold. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jets 56, Ravens 3.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Griffin. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Griffin. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. Got a man. It's Brown. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. And Darnold wants to throw the football. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the rough season continues as they've plunged to 1-13. And they'll try to get